you get off the plane and you go straight to kids just running through streets made of like tin buildings, and there's like actual people like waste, literally shit just like running through the streets and stuff like that.
He won't say no to anything, will he? He's very like adventurous as a person.
Yeah. So I wasn't expecting to say yes straight away. I was expecting me to ask him and then me to text him like a few days later to see like, so this is what we're going to do. What do you think? And I was like, do you want to go to Uganda? He's like, when is it? I was like, a couple of months. Yeah, right. So me and Matt go to Uganda, fly across there. Yes, went via, you have to go via, you used to be able to fly direct actually, but British Airways cancelled the flights, the bastards. So we had to fly to Dubai or Abu Dhabi. I can't remember which one. It's one of the ones in the UAE, and then fly down to Uganda on like a connecting flight, and then got off the plane, got met at the airport by one of the guys from Tackle Africa. And the first place he took us to was to this slum essentially in Kampala, which is the capital of Uganda. And one of the people who is now a coach from like one of the head coaches in Tackle Africa, Pius, is originally from there. I think he might actually still live there. And he's like, he initially started off as being in one of their programs and then worked his way up to being like a coach. And he's like now one of the head coaches in Kampala for the stuff that they're running. So we met Pius and he took us around and showed us around and showed us all the people and stuff like that. Everyone there is really, really nice. Yeah. But like when you've just stepped off a plane from Abu Dhabi International Airport and there's like a frigging shop for Burberry and all these restaurants and everyone's just sitting there in the holiday clothes drinking Starbucks and stuff like that. And then you get off the plane and you go straight to kids just running through streets made of like tin buildings, and there's like actual people like waste, literally shit just like running through the streets and stuff like that. It's like,
is that the biggest culture shock you've ever experienced in your life?
Probably, yeah. It was like, it was so weird though, because everyone was so nice and so happy and just so friendly and just okay with it. Whereas, so whilst for me, it was like the most eye-opening experience, I guess, because whilst for me seeing that is like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, why are these people living like this? And like, to me, that is so like completely different. And like, I could never even imagine it. They were absolutely fine. And they were like, they weren't absolutely fine. Obviously that's wrong to say. And like, that's the whole point of the charity, but they were completely happy and okay with it. And like, they were so friendly and so nice, and it didn't seem to bother them at all. And I was just like, it makes you appreciate that whilst you mightn't have everything that you want and you mightn't be super rich or be able to drive around the Ferraris or go on private jets or live in a super big house and all stuff like that, it doesn't actually really matter. And whilst everyone should have access to like basic human rights essentially and like
amenities.
Yeah, exactly. And that is the point of what Tackle Africa are doing and teaching them about like HIV prevention. And like when you see the other charities like with access to clean water and like education, and everyone should have access to that stuff. Beyond that, it doesn't really actually matter. They were still really nice and really friendly, and you'd expect them like when they look at you to see this person who is like so privileged essentially when they aren't, and to hate you. But everyone was just super, super nice and was just really friendly. And it's just like, everyone's just people essentially is the best way to put it. Like everyone's the same and everyone's just a person. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from.